The soil health trial that we set up in 2018-19 has now been running for 7 years. And that trial has got 3 paired bays. One of each of the pairs is just pretty conventionally managed ryegrass clover. Started off with monoculture cropping and then ryegrass and clover perennial, and using super potash and urea. And right next to it is the soil health bays. And the soil health bays have started with multi-species, with seed coatings, with microbial products. And then every time we learn something more, we add those practices in. We're here in the trial area. We're in the conventional bay with the ryegrass and clover, and we're just digging up a little bit of soil to have a look at how it's going. And we can see in this top sort of 3 inches, it's starting to get some nice structure, starting to get nice small aggregates. But as we get down below that, it's still pretty hard and not a great deal of root penetration.
Here we are in a perennial multi-species paddock. We can see there's a lot more variety of plants than what we have there.
So you can see we've got like lots of tiny aggregates in here, and you can see lots of roots. You can see a good friend there. Instead of going into a powder, it's going into lovely little bits. Yeah, that's exactly what we're trying to get towards. Is those
Heaps of air in there.
And it means the water can get in quite quickly. We get much more value out of summer storms, and even the irrigation water soaks in and airs there straight away. Whereas next door where it's shallower and harder, it takes ages for the water to soak in, and you've got waterlogging there at the surface. The trial so far, what we found is we spent a very similar amount of money per hectare on the soil health bays to the conventional bays. And for the first 6 years, we probably grew very similar amount of feed on them. But in the last year, the soil health bays have grown an extra 5 tonnes per hectare on average across the 3 bays. Things we've been monitoring are dry matter per hectare and energy, protein and fibre. And then we've also more recently been doing some nitrate testing and some bricks testing on the paddocks. So that's to do with the feed grown and how well we can make milk out of it. Then we've also got soil moisture probes, and the soil moisture probes go to 60 centimetres. So we can see the diurnal step down of the roots taking up moisture. And the difference we're seeing is out here, we've got water only drawing down to 30 centimetres at the most, but mostly only in that 10 to 20 centimetres. And over here, we've got water drawing down to 60 centimetres and deep roots. And you know, before this trial, I wouldn't have believed 30 metres apart, you could see such a difference in the soil moisture dynamics.
We look at soil tests pretty closely in conjunction with David Huggins. We look at what's available and what's totals, and then he comes up with a soil drench that we put on which contains the minerals we're lacking in. Over
the year we've put urea, sulphate of ammonia, sulphate of potash, fulvic acid, fish hydrolysate, micronized guano and beneficial anaerobic microbes. So there's been 7 applications of that foliar over the year, and you know, plenty of different ingredients going in at different times. And what we do is track how much is that costing. On the soil health bays, we've added up the total spend, and it's $322 per hectare on all those ingredients across 7 applications. And when we now compare that to the conventional bays, they had a couple of applications of urea, 100 kilos of MAP with the RESO, and 200 kilos of pasture booster. Over the year, that cost $316 per hectare.
It's certainly not more expensive.
Last autumn, we decided that the conventional bays were getting quite weedy, and so we made the decision that some of the bays were going to get completely sprayed out and resown with ryegrass. So that was glyphosate, fertiliser and seed, and that came to an additional $622 per hectare. So it's a big additional cost to be trying to get rid of weeds out of your pasture. After we got a lot of confidence from the soil health trial on our place, we decided that we weren't going to grow any less feed, and it wasn't going to cost us any more money to implement the soil health practices right across our farm.